whenever it is going wrong, you need the leaders to step up, and unfortunately Rodri's out for the season. Let's hope Diaz is going to be back soon, and we can get Kevin back, because he's a big miss going forward.
I don't want the next season in September, October, November. It's the last year of Pep, had to extend again. So that was the main reason. So I don't want to be in that position, because at the end the contract is there. I would like to stay 2 more years, but I know the results are not good. I will not be 2 years.
Today's Spurs vlog starts on the Friday, because just down there a few moments ago Pep Guardiola was giving his pre-match press conference ahead of this game. He talked, of course, about the 2-year contract that he's just signed. You saw that little extract in the vlog, but also talked about the absence of Kovacic, who's going to be out for 2 to 4 weeks, about the returning players, and of course Rodri parading his Ballon d'Or at the game. So lots to talk about in this particular vlog with match-going fans, including myself. Thanks, as always, to Timpson for being supporters of the work that I do, which I'm really appreciative of. Also to RRG Group, again, great supporters of the work that I do. So thank you to them, and to M&M Artwork and Mirrors, and to you, of course, for watching. Who will I meet on match day, ahead of that Spurs game? You never know. I never know. It's never planned out. We'll see who we meet, see what the mood is before and after the game, and can City arrest this run of 4 successive defeats, which of course all happened before the international break. 2 weeks to refresh. The lift of Pep signing a new contract. Rodri back with his Ballon d'Or. Will it make a difference? Let's find out. Well, it's certainly a rainy day today. Let's hope that the news about Rodri's Ballon d'Or and, of course, Pep signing his new contract will give everybody a lift.
Well, delighted, absolutely. You know, stability is the one thing you need in any organisation, and Pep can keep it stable, as he's had done the last 9 years. Fantastic, great news for the fans.
And of course, another pick-me-up, if you like, after 4 defeats in a row is that Rodri is going to be parading his Ballon d'Or. There's going to be a fireworks display. There's a good feel-good factor around the club. It's the right way to hopefully bounce back against Spurs, isn't it?
I'm not Spurs excited about parading his Ballon d'Or. I'd rather parade himself in the pitch. But, you know, these injuries happen. You have to get on with it. You know, that's what you've got squads for.
Do you like playing in these wet conditions?
Not the wind. I don't mind the damp and the wet and the rain, but not so much the wind. You know, your control goes a bit, and your passing goes off a bit. But you know, we've got the quality players.
Are you optimistic City will bounce back today after 4 defeats?
Well, I'd say because and Postecoglou's under pressure as well. So you know, they're under pressure to get a result after these last few games that they've had. So in the balance, I think it's a shame.
I think Rodri's going to be there with the Ballon d'Or today, which is fantastic. I said weeks and weeks ago that Pep would sign a new contract, and he's done it now. And the surprise was, a lot of people said 1 year with maybe a 1 year option, but 2 years, straight off, unbelievable. And I think that might have something to do with the fact that I don't think these 115 charges are going to get seen and done, and I think we'll get away with it all.
So, despite today the absence of Kovacic as well,
yes,
the fact that there's been this bounce because of Pep and Rodri, do you think that puts City in the driving seat today?
Yeah, I do, and I think they're missing their 2 central defenders as well. So, yeah, I think we'll do this. I know we don't have a great record against Spurs, but I think we'll do them today. Touch wood.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'm with Mark on that one. Pep signing the new deal is a huge lift for the whole club. It's like we've got 3 points already because of the signing of him. And what's going to make it extra special today is that we've got the saviour coming, haven't we, with his Ballon d'Or award before the match.
Big firework display, I'm told.
And the firework display, well, Rodri's enough for me. Well deserved. And it'd be great to see him back here this afternoon, even though he probably won't appreciate the Manchester weather.
Has it given you a lift, the fact that all this has happened in the build-up to the game?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm sure there'll be a bounce today. I think Spurs are a bit hot and cold, have been all season, so it depends which team turns up today. But, you know, I think we were always going to bounce back. We're never going to stay where we were, and I think it'll be a good result today.
So 4 defeats in a row. Gone. International
history.
Break.
Nothing we can do about it. Yeah, go from here. That's all we can do.
Honestly, it's just amazing that we've got 2 more years at Pep. Just to say this, I mean, especially when we were considering that we were getting, like everyone was saying, it was just going to be 1 year plus a potential extra year. Now we've actually got the 2 years. It's just like, it's absolutely amazing.
Do you think that'll give City the lift they need after these 4 defeats?
Honestly, yeah. I think it will create that sort of siege mentality that we had, especially with the way things have been at the minute. But I honestly think it'll give everyone a big boost.
Are you not worried at all about the obviously long-term injury from Rodri, but now Kovacic and the central defenders? I know 1 or 2 of them might be back, but does that not worry at all?
Not too much, because Pep always seems to find a way, doesn't he? It's whenever we've lost players in the past, he always finds a way to rejig things and make it work, so to speak.
What about you? Are you confident today?
I'm confident today. I think we're going to be fine. Injury-wise, as long as we can get I think we're going to buy in January, so hopefully if we can get through to January, it'll be okay. But we're not normally in this situation, are we? We don't normally get going till after Christmas. And we're second. Everybody's saying, oh, City's doing this, City's doing that. We're second.
So on that basis, you're expecting a win today, aren't you?
Yeah, I think we'll beat Tottenham today. Definitely.
So I'm around the ground, so just ground hopping. I'm in the Spurs end tonight though for this one, but it's a juicy fixture. Man City, Spurs, they always provide a lot of goals, so really excited for this one.
So you're even though you're in the top of the men, you're really a neutral, aren't you?
Yeah.
What do you make of City's slip up at the moment?
I think it's down to a lot of injuries. Obviously Rodri's a massive loss. You could tell obviously when he goes out the Spain side, for instance, and yeah, he's just a massive loss. I think it's just a blip, but I think he'll come good. I know you've mentioned on yours that you think you might not win the league this year, but I think he'll come good. I think you'll maybe make it 5 in a row. Tottenham tonight, I think, with defensive issues. Obviously, Van der Ven's a massive loss. And getting beat by Ipswich. I fear for Tottenham tonight, I'll be honest, but coming here to enjoy it. Game of football under lights, absolutely buzzing for it.
Well, I'm here for my first time at the Etihad to watch City. And I'm from Miami, Florida, back in the United States.
What draws you to watch City then?
Best team on the planet, my favorite team, and just exciting to watch.
You watch a lot of City games back in Miami then?
I don't miss one. Yes, I watch them all.
And so today, of course, the big news is that Pep Guardiola has signed a new 2-year contract. Rodri's here with his Ballon d'Or. I know City have just lost 4 in a row. Gives everybody a lift, although that news, doesn't it?
100%. I mean, I when he signed the extension, I first thought it was 1 year, but when I heard it was 2, I was ecstatic. And to see Rodri back here is super exciting too. My favorite player, best player on the planet, also.
I'm guessing you're expecting a win today.
No doubt, 3-0 City, 3-0.
Enjoy your visit.
Thank you very much, my brother. Keep doing what you're doing.
So, Stan, why are you here today then?
Well, the reason why I come here because my grandson is a master of Manchester City. He's only 10 years of age. I played for Liverpool when I was 17, right, and I've always been. Will Shankly saw me playing. Now my grandson is a Man City supporter. I've got to support him.
When they started, I thought it looked like the City of old. Spurs scored, and they just seem to have capitulated. But you've got Maddison running it in the middle of the park, you know, and I think that's a sure sign. You know, when Rodri's missing, somebody like Maddison is running the midfield at the Etihad. Shouldn't be happening really. So I was hoping they might score before half time for a second half with with a bit of hope, but you've got to be honest, it's quite worrying.
You don't think City is still capable of coming back into this?
City are always capable, but I'm just worried that Maddison is running that midfield, and unless they stop in calling the shots, then I can only see it going one way. But I'm sure Pep will have seen it because I've seen the lads warming up. So I expect to see a couple of new faces in the second half, and then hopefully they need to put away one of the chances as well, though, don't they? Because they've had I think about 4 chances that normally City would have scored at least 2 of them. So there's always a chance. It's at the Etihad. I think there'll be changes though.
I think it was a worry for me was looking at the lineup. James Maddison being the key player for Tottenham. Could Gundogan or Rico Lewis do a job on him? And unfortunately, it didn't happen. City started well, first 15 minutes, and didn't get that goal. Tottenham hung in there, and then what I thought they did very well, Tottenham, they got past the initial press, and then City were wide open, and it's a real conundrum for Pep. I know Kovacic, obviously he's been out injured, but on the back of Rodri been out, he was a big miss because he's got a bit more defensive discipline than young Rico's learning his trade, and really Gundogan's an attacking midfielder. So, as I say, you're asking the cat to bark, you're asking players to do a job that's not really in their DNA, and really, listen, it just goes to show you how good Rodri is, not only in a defensive aspect, but actually starting play off. So, I think going forward, let's hope Kovacic is back soon. Let's hope Kevin's got some minutes under his belt and we can get a settled team, because over the last month and a half, probably Pep's had to make more changes than he's had to do in the last 5 years.
The worrying thing, I suppose, is that City's next league game is at Anfield against Liverpool, and this has been 5 defeats in a row.
Yeah.
Should City fans be concerned?
Yeah, definitely, of course, because at the end of the day, Liverpool won't fail tomorrow. They'll beat Southampton, and listen, they've got the balance. They've got key players, hanging it. It goes to show you not only Rodri, but Diaz is a big miss for me in terms of his leadership. If you have Rodri, Kovacic and Diaz and a Kevin De Bruyne back fully firing, then it's a different story. They're key players for City. They have been for the last 3-4 years. For me, they've been their best players and their leaders, and I think that's it. Whenever it is going wrong, you need the leaders to step up, and unfortunately Rodri's out for the season. Let's hope Diaz is going to be back soon, and we can get Kevin back, because he's a big miss going forward.
A little bit shocked, yeah. I expected winners or draw. No, win, I'm joking. I always want win, 3 points. Something not working, innit? And we could see we're missing Rodri. Kovacic didn't play on the middle also. Players look tired, really tired. And I don't know, if anyone have any tickets for Liverpool away, don't want to go now, contact me. I will take any.
The absence of Rodri is season long.
Yeah, I know.
So you're worried now about this season?
I'm a believer, yeah. So we can come back always, but it will be hard. But we need to wake up. Haaland was shocking. He was like, but also we need to give credit to them. Goalkeeper, he have money saves like. So to say, we never win at home, we never win away, innit? Like, so we need to carry on, wake up, and from Feyenoord game to start winning. So hope so we will win that Champions League. So
honestly, I'm not lost for words, but I am lost for words. Like, I've got a lot I want to say, and I'm going to protect myself, because there's a lot of happy clappers stood in there with me today that are just, what are we panicking for? Oh, look at what we've won. Yeah, what we've won is what we've won, and what we want to win is what we want to win. Nobody cares in this league about what we've won and what we've done. Only City fans care about what we've won and what we've done. Everybody else is there to try and stop us winning more. And right now, we are not up to scratch in terms of stopping that from happening. We are well below par. We have been below par for 8 games. 8 games, not 5. We didn't deserve to beat Wolves. We didn't deserve to beat Fulham. We didn't deserve to beat Southampton. We didn't deserve to beat Sporting Lisbon. We haven't deserved to win for weeks. Over 2 months, we have been well below par. Brighton, congratulations, you beat us. Tottenham today, well worthy of the 3 points. 4 brilliant goals. Showed us exactly how to transition efficiently and at pace, and showed us exactly how to do what we are no longer doing under someone that plays possession-based football. I thought the contract renewal had come at the right time, because I thought it was going to rally the troops and get everybody up for what was a difficult game, that I anticipated would be a difficult game, and that I said to you on the podcast would be a difficult game out of an international break. It was nothing outside of what I expected. It was nothing short of what I thought was going to happen, and quite frankly, it probably should have been 6 or 7. We were woeful. We couldn't finish, we couldn't pass, we couldn't communicate, there's no cohesion, and quite frankly, I love him to bits, but I think that the contract renewal is actually the beginning of the end, if I'm honest with you. And the most confusing thing, Ian, in the whole renewal interview with the football club was when Pep said, when I think enough is enough within the renewal period, I can just ring Khaldoon and tell him that I am ready to leave, and then I can leave. When's that going to be? February 2026? January? Is it going to be the March? Is it going to be the December of 2025? When's that going to be? Because that doesn't sound very promising to me. Something's not right here. I'm not overreacting. We are not ticking. The hands are broken. In fact, they've not broke. They fall off the clock. They fell off the clock. There's no hands ticking here. It's all falling apart, and I don't like it.
First half, the shape wasn't good, I don't think. Second half, Rico Lewis a lot better. I just think that I hate international breaks. I don't think...
4 defeats before that were before the international break. You can't blame the international break.
True on that, but that one, I don't think them internationals helped us, that particular game. I think we'll be okay. Me and you have seen a lot worse in time. I think we'll be all right.
Next game's at Anfield in the Premier League.
Correct.
What are you thinking on that one now?
We can't play like that. And we need a bit more energy and strength. Yeah.
Well, eh? Who would have seen that coming? A 4-0 home defeat by Spurs. City certainly not clicking at the moment. I'm not going to stop doing these vlogs just because City are losing games. I'll be at the game against Feyenoord in midweek. I'll be at Anfield next week. And let's see what happens. Let's see if and when the reaction from this group of players comes. There's no doubt that Rodri has been a key player. You saw the celebration of his Ballon d'Or before the game. Did that take people's eye off the importance of this particular game? Pep's commitment to the future doesn't seem to have changed anything in the very short term. Clearly injuries are a part of it. A lot to talk about. The audio podcast I'll be doing this week is with Paul Lake, so we'll be debriefing on this particular game. But for now, from the Etihad, I've seen it all before. I've seen 4-0 home defeats and worse. So it's not the end of the world. It just feels like it when you just lost the game. It doesn't alter my opinion though. It's still great to be a Blue.